Yeah, so here's what it is. I want to keep it simple and as much about weight shift as possible. So we come here on this arch. Here, we fall back. Almost all the backwards. I'm going to turn around from here. Hi, are we on? Hello, hello, friends and strangers. Welcome to a Misnomer Up Close. What we're doing today is I'm here with Lily Shapiro and Coco Carroll, and we are rehearsing. We've been in the studio for about 45 minutes or so now. We're doing a very beginning of incubation of a new material for of choreography, and we thought we'd do is just turn on the window for 30 minutes so that you could see the process that we're using and kind of see how work gets germinated. This work gets germinated for today. We'll be doing this for opening up this window for the next 3 days. So today, Thursday and Friday at 4:30 to 5 p.m. Eastern time, we'll be shooting live. So thank you for tuning in today, and hope you tune in the other days as well. If you have any questions about the process or anything, you could send them in through the Q&A tool or through tweeting to Misnomer Up Close, and we'll answer them for you. Some of them in real time and some of them afterwards. All right, so thank you so much for joining us today, and a big shout out to the Emerging Dance Audiences Initiative of Dance USA and funded by Doors to Charitable Foundation for helping support this Up Close, Misnomer Up Close initiative. Thanks so much. Okay, let's we go back to the beginning of this. So from the material that we were starting. Yeah. From the yesterday. Yes. Sorry, the one that we started. We were just refreshing. And rather than going in a circle, that's how when you reach up close to the hands and just falling backwards. Like that. So it's just want to continue this backwards and arch. Yeah, nice. Slowly. Yeah, very slowly. And then coming back down this way. And without pushing anymore. Yeah, just keep walking straight. I'll pause in this position. Try that again. That just from the. That's it. Up. Nice. Yeah, slowly. All right, enjoy. Coming down, stay short and 8. And we'll pause here. Okay, cool. So look, during this time, we're going to try this. How's your knees? What angle are they? No, I mean, what angles are they? Okay. And you here. So your head's come over here. Okay. So here, what we're going to do here is your left arm. Your left arm will bend at the crease. Like this. We'll go and it's gonna shoot through. So.
Do you want, but your head is backwards. Do you want it gets angled back as well?
I'm sorry. No, should I keep straight in the angle here? So here we go. Whoop. Like a straight line. And it's gonna go. You're gonna like putting a sword in its sheath. So here, go. Like this. So go. Here we are. Up and it goes. And sword in the sheath.
Right.
As soon as we come in here, it's gonna be the other arm around.
It's hugging
Like a straight jacket. Yeah. So this comes in here. This one comes around, and it's hooking like this, like a straight jacket. Okay, so we go. Here we go. And when it comes through here, we go. Here it goes. Up, go. Through. Go. And when after it comes, then you'll go back up. And there's going to be like cause and effect for each of these actions here. And from here, when the foot hits here, let's go for actually we'll go over here, go up, and then invert at the top of this thing. Yeah, and then really flip that back up, so I go up, and then turn. Yeah, nice. Okay, so then that material here was trade the legs. Yeah, good. Okay, so then got the head over here, from Coco there, right, and then you got out.
Wait, what did you do for them?
Which way was the arm? The right arm?
Down.
Down the spot, yeah. So we had out, sword in the sheath, other arm comes around, these popped over here, the left leg came up, then out, and turn. And you will use the momentum. 1, 2, 3, 5. All right, the shreds, yeah. Cool. Good job putting that together. And this is in the context, it's actually from the beginning of this material, and just move a little further back. So we're going to go like this. And begin. Let's pause it and allow you to hold your position. Go. No, actually, yeah. Forward. When you come across here, this is nice. You see where Lily is?
Yeah.
So we'll come, let's actually arch you in front of her. Okay?
Should I do the second thing?
We should come around here. We'll shift the weight right over in this spot. Where we pass her. And then let's actually have this after I'm here, weight shifts you here, and you want to actually go into to the same position, I believe.
One more time.
Which, show me your orientation.
So I just stepped here.
Which way is your body? You can lean backwards. So you're falling backwards all the time, but okay, so here's what actually this falls back. So the way that this fall back should happen is this is here. It should feel like a continuous falling backwards. I feel like I'm falling backwards around the circle of it until we get to here. So it should feel like we're walking with the arms. The back arch falling back. Yeah. And the only other thing, good, that's good, is plant the fall here one step further earlier. So when you land, it's like this. So we're not upstaging Lily. This is the ideal orientation. Yeah, it's nice. I'm going to take one more movement from here, and then we'll go back for a bit. So you can hold the same orientation. Handle these over here. From here, let's see. We're going to have this head. Lily's head can move over.
My whole head, or my head
Actually, it's going to leave from your pelvis, but it's going to have a momentum to it. So the pelvis goes, yes, exactly. Pelvis and the ripples through the head. And as soon as her head touches here, it's going to make Coco's go. Yeah, you can think of the Newton's cradle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, try that.
Oh, yeah. Can I look in the mirror?
Oh, yes.
Sorry,
Newton's cradle. Okay. And we'll actually we're going to do it one more time. And we'll just go a hair bit sooner. So, yeah. Nice. Now from here, actually, we can use this momentum to lift that right foot off the air. Yeah, you almost want to see if you can, you want to try to get to that balance point. So, in fact, let's go around. Let's pick that compass. Again, so we got from here, right, that, so use the weight of the head moving is what tosses you up over, lands here, and then lands here. As you were just doing, you bring the other leg through, follow the momentum in a circle. Keep going with this circle here. You push your pelvis a little bit forwards, so it's a forward pelvis one. Yes. It's the uppity forward pelvis one. Your diaphragms. So, and at that moment, when the pelvis is going to come forward like that, in front of you like that, you can feel a little bit like fibros. And whatever that place will feel anyway. That just kind of matching of it. I'm just going to serious moment here. Oh, stop.
There's something nice that I noticed Chris did the first time he came around where he came suspended to here and then he almost like stepped through. It's like, I don't know, it's weird.
For that step through, thanks for that attention to detail of it. Yeah, when his pelvis over to here, I usually use his momentum to that first step when he touches the ground, rather than having to be a stop one point. These would be steps through, and that's the first definition of it. Yeah, there you go. And then sort of push the pelvis forward. Yeah. Okay. So let's try. Let's try that from. Let's take it from the point of. Let's do it from the beginning actually.
How much of a lag do you want between you and Coco?
The lag time that you had. The last run actually worked well.
Okay.
For the because what's going to happen is, as you're getting up, she's already starting to move like this, and you end up being in your position by the time she's scurrying around.
Oh, not there in the line at the very end we just added.
Oh, not much lag time. Like 1, 2.
So do you want, like this time I was almost walking up in Coco's business. Like,
yeah.
Do you want me to do that, or do you want me to do these?
Yes. Okay. In fact, we'll name this section "Walking Up in Coco's Business" or the "Up in Coco's Business."
Last thing is just everything has been awesome. I'm just going to be a little gingery for the leaning back.
Okay. Yeah, please do. Yeah, that comes first. And. Oh, you know what? And we can actually turn into the forehead, nose touching.
I have a question.
Yes.
So, yeah, it seemed to have I had an extra step this time to here.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
I want to clarify that. Here. And I'm going to say something here for a moment. So the method that we're using, I'm choreographing rapidly from the top of my mind with this right now. I'm sketching out some phrases and frameworks. These might totally be reoriented. This method is just to get content out there that then we're going to manipulate and play with and hone and refine. It's kind of like an iterative process. So that's kind of the framework of what this moment of activity is. So the actually going to come in from here. The moment when this turns around here, and you have this this passage here. This here feels kind of like confrontational.
Okay.
This here feels a bit more plain, like you're in a plane and kind of neutral.
So you want
I prefer this one here.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So that's to have a little more face or just a bit more open in the pelvis, because I think that's going to create a moment when goes here. Even though you're not looking at each other, you have you're both defining this horizontal space. If that makes sense, because you're in the same plane. And when you're in the same directional space. Then you can come to here. This was good timing for this activity and the angularity. Boom, 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 boom. You're here. Coco, when you come through, here, this is a question. So if you guys go a little further this way, then I think you'll be able to do so like, because what happened was you started it, but then I think you started it because you didn't want to upstage. So let's go a little further past that. When you guys come in the leg over and come around here, and then Lily comes, it's going to be behind you. I feel like we have an opportunity right over here for actually Lily to actually get in front of Coco, without Coco slowing down for Lily to do so. So I think Coco, you got to use the momentum you got. Okay, and here, and Lily coming right behind you, boop, 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 to circumvent you about at this point here. And I think there might be space in actually Coco that circumvents Lily. The rope on her hand, Wiley. And then we're going to suspend ourselves in space and fall down. This goes the curve, the Coco come around, and I think it could actually rotate in towards nose. And from nose, we'll do the forehead to the knee down here, the steps, and then that just comes up.
So, rotate his nose. Did we?
Map that out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, why don't you come from here and now and go for the head weight into the leg, into the foot. So I'm Coco, Lily comes around her, and here, and let's go over there. If you have any questions, please let us know, and we're happy to answer them either in real time or we'll answer them afterwards with the video chat. Either way. Okay. Which word? Nothing. You haven't used the word that. Okay. I'll do these bumps back and forth with the leg here. The momentum really uses the momentum of the head goes forward and then throws
Are we doing the lean up on unison?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think that Lily was trying to get back to this, so that I think you were thinking about trying to get around.
No, I was just following her.
Okay.
I did after her. That was like the lag time from before that you said you wanted.
Okay. Probably get a hair bit longer.
I think I was waiting for her.
Okay, that might be that too. Yeah. Rather than wait for her there, follow the momentum of it and she'll recommend it.
Okay.
Now I think that here as you're coming around, Coco was going fast, so it's hard to come around here. And it's good you should go fast because you should be following your momentum. The key here is I want to get the authentic physics. So
how many?
I'm gonna let Coco's going like this, and then you come in the circle, and then you're gonna get a smaller spiral, Coco, and then you turn around. I like how you got there, and you turn around here, and lose it. Make sense?
Yes.
Let's just go around from that. Let's go to the same spot. Ready? And go. Sprint. Let's keep going forwards. Great. So I'm going to do the Lily for a second. I'm going to follow up to Coco. And I'll let just take a look at the pattern.
Oh, sorry, can we go back?
And so right here, I think, Coco. Let's see. After you're done, how many loops do you do? 1.5 loops?
I think, hold on, wait, one. Yeah, 1.5.
Okay. So I'm Coco round. That's your one.
She gets closer to me.
Right. One thing is when you get to your standing spot, rather than Lily flipping, if you get there, definitely come one last one around and place yourself on. Does that make sense?
Yes.
No, wait, so I stop?
You
Like,
stop
I'm
when
gonna
I
force
press
you
you.
to. Okay.
Getting this diagram?
Can 1.5.
Yes. You try that one more time? And okay, so yeah, was it for this last one here then? Lily, can you keep going? So I'm good, Lily? Yes, you come here. Keep going.
All the way around.
Around her? Yeah. We're gonna show 1.5. 2.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a nice timing here, guys. A nice timing. Actually, as you came around like this here, it's actually got to go around another circle around here. We're going to pause. Yeah. That's nice. And when you do the first one here, Coco goes and then Lily goes. I like this. I like that you kind of wait till her knees up before you go for here. But when you go here, do get the full arch on it of the circle. I think that so you can go a hair bit sooner. She goes up. She goes so that you're able to still be able to enter this space for her. That's for her. The big loop. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's go one more time now. We're back on. Nice, really sitting down. And gotcha. 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 Let's try again.
Are we coming?
Yeah, let's go. Let's come back up. Let's come back up. For the knee, let's go from the knee to knee.
From where?
But from the just where each work, from the nose touch down to the knee, and we're gonna come around towards the ear.
When I first did it, we like accelerated and one in place.
Coco, keep sitting, leaning backwards while your feet are going forwards also. I think that'll give Lily the counterbalance. Like if you're leaning into her, and she, you know what I mean?
I will follow you. Go.
Jason, are you guys able to hear our voices well enough on the audio? Yes, I
would imagine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really really fast? As soon as you start not doing that, I have to go fast. We also, the first time, we kept it slow up until here, because the objective was to go all the way back there.
And I think maybe we can, as we're rounding forward, or I think it's the rounding end of speed that gets.
So I think there's two tips. One is if you're continuously gradual, then you'll always be sync with each other. Like if one of you starts to speed up, then the counterbalance will happen. So even as your feet are starting to accelerate, keep the counterbalance against each other and try to be gradual in the transition.
But I think what happens is if I don't give her enough counterbalance, she doesn't have a choice.
Right, exactly. That's where I think even as you're walking forward, you're still being backwards. You just turn them backwards too. Yeah, there you go. Really. Down. And while we pause, the other two notes on that, but then I think also very young. If you're sitting, you keep your pelvis a little bit higher up, or probably up, because the more lower you get down, the more it's the legs here. And you do want to have it move a bit faster, because otherwise it's you're.
What if can we just go like just for real, not doing it, but just walk it? Yeah, so it's like a little singing or something like that.
So this exemplifies that every specific moment that gets into any stage choreography can have some things are very fast to absorb and create, and other things would take a lot of maneuvering to get the right counterbalances and such, so that it feels effortless when it comes on, gets onto the stage. So the part of our jobs is to make things look very fluid when they're in performative stages. So that that's my point about this counterbalance.
I have one question from New York.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
How much does this space where you choreograph affect you and your work? Are you so in the zone that it doesn't matter, or does it sneak in like a big open area space, inspiring bigger, more open?
That's a great question. I assume everyone's able to hear that. How much is the space? Can I see it? Okay. How much does space influence the work? Quite a bit. Sometimes it's consciously influencing it, sometimes it's unconscious. Usually, if you know where you're going to be doing something at the end, or it's site specific, you are working with that in the beginning. Other times, it's happening on a subconscious level. If the room is tight, if the room has a low ceiling, that affects things. If it's very large, it affects things. You really just like they have communications, the room that you're in always has interesting influences. Usually we'll mix up the different studios that we're rehearsing in for any piece or a period of time, also so that it gets influenced in different ways. So we'll go from the beginning. Yeah.
What's the beginning?
From here.
And just for, we're calling that, what's the other one that we call the beginning? The opening? The opening?
That was beginning number 1.
Beginning.
Yes, and then change it.
Okay, grade number 1. And then you call the hangover and focus.
Yes.
This is this whole sequence of
Yes.
stuff. Okay.
Yes. Let's see.
I'm gonna rename it.
Okay. Pause. Keep up. So your hands together. I'm going to be coupled for a second. And just go to the back up. So I'm going to.
Well, at this point, she's not going to have me. Right, she was just.
Let's get some movement here. I'm going to now. And lean away from the compounds. Here. And then I'm going to slide this arm to here. Through. Okay. I'm going to the very end of that, I think you can press it up. Yeah, 18. We'll go in here. And I'm going to keep this compound for a moment. And I'm going to take my weight and move backwards. Lift my leg like this. And then I'm going to now lift even forwards. And then take on weight. Okay, as you lean forward, you're on weight. And then this up. Yeah.
That's nice. Okay.
Area. And through. And through. So I'm going to let your hands reach out. And a couple once you come through here. Just like that.
Yeah.
Through. Here we go. Do a circle here. Your arm's going to come around. Chin. You're going to give yourself an elbow punch? Yes. Elbow punch. Into a full circle turn. Come through. Got it. And there's going to come on. and over. And the left is yes. Here, then. Yeah. And then take the arm, courage. Yeah, there you go. There you go. They form the letter E. Again, once you have look through here, you let the left foot come in here, and then take this elbow. Yeah, and it's gonna hit in here, and the momentum of hitting to your belly button turns you into the. Or you. What?
After 5, we have another question.
Let's workshop this.
Yeah, we'll workshop in a second. So our window is coming to a close. There's a Jason, there's a question.
What do you find to be the biggest hardship in choreography?
What I find the biggest hardship in choreography? Every moment of choreographing is both challenging and I was going to say delightful, but no, it's every moment is delightful. I think it's the at each moment it's the iteration between the vision in your mind and then the reality of what is coming out physically, and then drawing from both of those, right? So you start from ideas in your mind, then you start to manifest them, and you are honing the material that's coming out, but you're also staying open to seeing what things emerge. You know, with anything, it's an iterative process, and each piece is it becomes its own beast. It's very interesting to see how they start and how they where they emerge towards at the end from a choreography point of view. So there you go. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We're going to continue rehearsing, and we'll build upon this tomorrow. And I hope you'll join back in. And a big thank you for everyone for participating in this experiment with us. Thank you. Okay, so let's take a look at this right here.
Okay.
So one thing I'd like to get out from a sense of like continuous suspension. I'm trying not to have a quick, but that makes sense. So I think that like and it's basically as up to I know it's tricky because I'm already channeling it.
Hi, wait, what are you going to begin?
No, from work up with after. Wait, actually. Yeah, this part was nice, yeah. Now here, this step over here, let's be gradual. Follow the weight rather than flip. If you put your foot a little further out, now turn your knee into your pelvis open. Keep turning, yeah.
I have a lot of weight. And
She's gonna lean in forward, really leaning forward, towards forward.
it's a tricky thing because it's
I know
like,
what's happening. So what's happening is if you're leaning back far, she can't turn naturally, so she.
But it's not her action has.
Okay. And then it's you're like this here. You're at first leaning back, right? No.
Yeah.
So now here, start to stand up. Right. Yeah. So as you stand up, your weight that lets her around.
Okay.
but it would be, I mean, I would love the challenge of like actually keeping it a counterbalance and honoring the dynamics of it. So it's just about.
But that's still will though, because I feel like that's her. If she needs, she'll lean forward because you're pulling her. As that's happening, that will allow you. There you go. But okay, except for at the very end of that. I'm going to avoid the step at the very end of that. That makes sense. We're offline now, right? Yes.
One of it.
What?
You want to be?